I can finish this all up. And then Tim's going to be here real soon to pick me up anyway.
Oh, after a day like this, it's kind of hard to leave, you know. At the end, there's that let-down feeling.
Well, what do you say we go dancing? Any good discos in town?
You want to go dancing? At a disco?
Why not?
Oh, you've been out in the sun too long. Fever! He's got a fever!
No, come on. I'm just broadening my horizons a little bit. You know, if you're up to it.
Oh, I think I could manage. How about you, Trudy?
Sure, I wouldn't mind going at all. Let me just ask Tim when he comes. I'm sure he's going to say yes, though. You know, you guys, I don't think I've seen two people happier than Kelly and Morgan were today, ever.
No, me either. And no two people deserve it more. Yeah. Boy, I was through a lot of the bad times with him, and I'm here to tell you, they've really worked.
Hillary, the bad times are over, so why don't we just wish them well and get on with our own lives for a change?
Oh, sure. Whatever you say, Counselor.
Hi. Hi, sorry I'm late. Promised Floyd I'd stop by for a drink after the wedding. I had no idea what I'd be walking into.
Why? What happened?
Well, by the time I got there, Mrs. Reardon had called off the reception. I really feel like a jerk because I congratulated Floyd before anybody had a chance to fill me in.
Fill you in on what?
Nola backed out. At the last minute, she called off the wedding.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Gracie, I'm not going to room. Nola, after what you've been through today, you need a room of your own so you can go in, close the door, and be by yourself.
Look, after what I've been through, I could sleep anywhere. You know, I realized today that if I didn't get out of the boarding house right then and there, I'd probably stay there and rot for the rest of my life. Where can I put these?
Here's a straw. Here, it's empty. Thanks. Look, why don't you finish that? And, I'll go pour some wine. We'll sit down and have a nice heart-to-heart about what you're going to do about your situation.
Pregnant. The word's pregnant, Gracie. You can say it.
Okay, well, what are you going to do now that you're not marrying Floyd?
I don't know exactly. I don't know. But I've been dreaming of a certain kind of life since I was 10 years old, and I almost gave it up today. That's pretty scary.
Yeah, well, having a baby on your own can be scary, too, Nola.
Gracie, this is 1981. Look, I'm going to live my life the way I want to have all my biggest dreams come true, you know. And nothing or nobody is going to take that away from me.
I respect your guts, Nola. Well, if you need anything, just holler, okay?
Okay.
Whoa.
I thought you were going to have to put me down before you could get this door open.
Oh, no way. If I'd had to stand out there till the moon came out and turn this key with my teeth to get this damn door open, I would not have put you down to do it.
I think you see a stubborn, hard-headed side of you I never saw before.
What,
Kelly.
complaints already, Mrs. Nelson?
No. Why don't you just bring me over there, put me down, and then come back and get the key out of the door?
Because once I get this damn key out of this damn lock and get... I'm not going to put you down until... Ah.
Oh, I must remember to thank Ben for letting us use this cabin for my honeymoon.
Oh, me too. So excited about us here alone for 2 whole days and 3 whole nights.
Come on, you're going to drive me.
No, I'm not going to stop. Because I don't forget that after only 5 hours of marriage, you're already making complaints about me.
No, I'm not.
What, hard-headed and stubborn? Listen, if I hadn't been hard-headed and stubborn, where you were concerned, I might have given up on the dream that came true for me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're stubborn then. You know, there's some little negative things that you don't know about me, too.
That? But I mean, even if there are, that's what being married means. It means finding out every little thing about the person you've chosen to spend the rest of your life with.
I love the way that sounds.
Me too.
Say it again.
Out of the entire world, I choose you to spend the rest of my life with.
And I'll spend the rest of my life thanking you for choosing me.
How can we miss?
You can't.
And now, the award-winning Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. And by new Formula Era, a new combination of powerful cleaners concentrated into 1/4 cup.
Sort of thing.
No, I just thought I'd save some of my energy till later. No, let's just sit here and sip our wine, and later we'll go back out and exhaust ourselves some more. That is, if you're still up to it.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, well, if you decide against it, I'll try to forgive you.
Thanks. No, I still can't believe what Tim told us about Nola calling off the wedding.
Now, did Katie say anything about that when you went up to change clothes?
Well, I think she feels it all happens for the best, but Floyd is taking it very...
Don't wonder. I mean, he was really in love with Nola.
Well, I'm still worried about him. I'm worried about Katie, too. She's still very upset about Andy.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Why not?
Well, tomorrow Andy goes before Judge Hargrave, and knowing Andy, no matter what happens, he's going to say, I got him a bum deal and that he should have gotten another lawyer.
What do you expect someone like Andy to say? People like him spend their whole lives blaming other people for their own inadequacy.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, Tim, worn out maybe, huh?
Not me. Just get a little more of my orange soda.
You said that Floyd was drinking when you saw him? A lot?
Yeah, lots. He was well on his way to tying one on.
I mean, I don't think of Floyd as a drinker, and if he gets drunk, I just don't think he'll show up for work tomorrow.
Now, if I was Floyd, I wouldn't show up to Cedars drunk or sober.
But he just got a promotion.
Yeah, but Nola works there. He's bound to run into her all the time.
Well, I wonder if Floyd's going to move into the other boarding house tonight. I mean, give up his room. Well, when I talked to Katie, she said Mrs. Reardon was going to try to talk Floyd into staying at the Reardons because Nola's moved out of there for good. Well, I wonder who Nola found to move in with in such a hurry.
Maybe the girl she just walked in with.
What girl? Oh, I can't believe it. Well, Nola certainly doesn't believe in wasting any time, does she? I can't believe it.
Now, before you say anything, you remember I haven't finished yet.
Look, you just moved in a day and a half ago. I don't expect everything to be in order.
Boy, it's not that bad, is it?
This is incredible. It looks like you've lived here for years.
I take that as a compliment. Thanks.
Yeah, it was meant as one.
Okay.
When did you find put this place together, plus work 10 hours a day at the office, plus help Justin with his garden?
Oh, I always find time to do the things I want to, don't you?
Yeah, to a point.
In actual fact, I've been thinking about this space since I rented it, and I had everything pretty much worked out in my mind, so it was just a question of putting everything in place when it arrived.
Carrie, remind me to take plastic flowers off your list of potential housewarming gifts.
You know what I'd do with plastic flowers if you gave them to me.
I'm not sure I want to hear this.
I would give them to someone who was too busy to enjoy life.
Anyone we know?
Well, I could name a few co-workers, but I won't. How about opening that bottle of wine, boss?
Lord, I thought you'd never ask. And what are these? Why are these here? Why aren't these out in the garden?
Those are herbs, and it's too late in the season to plant them outside, so I thought I'd plant them under this grow light, and then I'll have fresh herbs all winter long.
Ah, very clever, you American women. What's going to happen to these green things, though, when you start traveling?
Ah, good question. The woman that's going to keep house for me will read these very simple instructions, and they'll be fine till I get home.
Is there anything on that blackboard telling me where I might find a corkscrew to open this bottle of wine?
You know what? Pans out to cook dinner, I knew that there was something I wanted out of the box marked kitchen gadgets.
What do you mean, cook dinner? I thought you brought me over here for the quick tour, and then we were going out to eat.
Well, what can I say? It was a surprise for you, but I blew it the same way I blew the wine without having the corkscrew. However, as I said, the boxes are very clearly marked, and I'll be right back with one very essential corkscrew. Please don't go away.
Water opens. Missile. Don't forget gardening appointment with Justin, 10 a.m. sharp. Pick up hummus and fertilizer for houseplants. On way home from Justin's shop for dinner, surprise for Ross, so make it very special.
I know you're not going to believe this.
Huh? You can't find the box marked kitchen gadgets, huh?
I forgot what I wanted out of it.
Corkscrew.
Ow, corkscrew.
Out of all the discos in Springfield, I had to suggest this one.
Gracie, how are you to know that the two people who hate me most in the world were going to be here tonight? I guess I'll have to get used to bumping into them. You know, I'm going to see them when I go back to work at the hospital.
Look, if I were you, I would quit tomorrow and look for another job.
I can't, Gracie, till I pay back that loan that I borrowed from the credit union to pay Dr. Russo.
But you did have the abortion, Nola.
Well, it wasn't his fault. I charged me for it anyway.
Well, look, and if I were you, I'd pay back the credit union as fast as you can and get out.
Right. And in the meantime, I'll look for another job. Look,
my feelings wouldn't be hurt one bit if you said, let's get out of here and go somewhere else.
No, Gracie, I'm not going to waste a night sitting at home feeling sorry for myself.
Nola, you're young. You've got your whole life ahead of you. What's the rush?
I'm always in a rush, Gracie. I almost made a big mistake today, so I've got to move extra fast now.
Nola, I hate to bring up a sore subject, but don't you think being pregnant is going to slow you down a bit?
Gracie, I'm not going to be showing for another couple months, and I can't waste another minute. I mean, look at this. There's a whole world full of interesting, exciting people doing interesting, exciting things, and I want to meet every single one of them, Gracie, while I'm young and attractive, you know.
Oh, I know this really cute guy. His name is Joey Lucas. How about I fix you up?
Great. What does he do?
He's an accountant.
Oh, great.
No, it's steady work, and he's a marrying, settling down type.
No, I don't want a guy who handles other people's money.
He happens to do very well for himself.
Look, I don't care. I'm not for 10 years to save up enough money to put a down payment on a crummy little house. I could have had that with Floyd.
Well, excuse me if I don't happen to know any 25-year-old millionaire.
Gracie, I don't know any either. It's just, well, they don't have to be millionaires now, but just have the talent and the connections to be millionaires someday, that's all.
Well, those kind of guys aren't a dime a dozen, you know.
I almost married one 2 weeks ago.
Well, look, just think of it this way. If you found one who got away, you're bound to find another one, whoever he is. Right?
Right. This time I won't let this one get away.